Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjanam Yamunatira Vanachariya Yamunatira Vanachariya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Yamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Girivaradhari. Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjanam Yamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Jaya Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Virakacharya Astuta Shata Shrimad. His Divine Grace Bhai Channel Vina Bhaktivedanta Swami Vishnu Prabhupada Ki. ISKCON NBPT Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki. Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Gaur Pramanande. All glories to Assembly devotees. All glories to Assembly devotees. All glories to Assembly devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire Nashta Praishva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Shringvatang Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Ridantaistohya Bhadrani Vidhunat Suritsatam Krishna Swadhamupagate Dharma Gyananibisaha Kalona Sadrishamesha Puranarko Anudodita Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, the introduction. This is the chapter 21. The title is The Movements of the Sun. Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militan Janatasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Staptan Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadat Swah Padantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirveshesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Good morning to everyone. Thanks for coming to Srimad Bhagavatam lecture. So today we will give a lecture from the verses 45, 46, but I did this 2 weeks before. That was my mistake. So we studied the introduction today of chapter 21 in the Bhagavatam cosmology. So we start with Sumari by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur by this chapter 21. In the 21st chapter, the sun's movement through the zodiac signs, its rising, setting, and its speed are described. So this is introduction from Srila Prabhupada for this chapter 21. This chapter informs us of the movements of the sun. The sun is not stationary. It is also moving like the other planets. That we see here the difference of this the cosmology of nowadays. The sun's movement determines the duration of night and day. When the sun travels north of the equator, it moves slowly during the day and very quickly at night, thus increasing the duration of daytime and decreasing the duration of night. Similarly, when the sun travels south of the equator, the exact opposite is true. The duration of day decreases and the duration of the night increases. When the sun enters Karta Rashi, Cancer, and then travels to Sinha Rashi, Leo, Lion, and so on through Dhanu Rashi, Sagittarius. Its course is called Dakshinayana, the southern way, and when the sun enters in Makara Rashi, Capricorn, and thereafter travels through Kumbha Rashi, Aquarius, and so on through Mithuna Rashi, Gemini. Its course is called Uttarayana, the north way, when the sun is Mesha Rashi, Aries, and Tula Rashi, Libra. The duration of day and night are equal. Now we are in Dakshinayana or in Uttarayana. Now we are in Dakshinayana, yes. The sun's decreases the duration of time because of the winter. I will show better to you. These have connections in Bhagavad Gita also. When the sun travels north of the equator, it moves slowly during the day and very quickly at the night, thus increasing the duration of the day and decreasing the duration of the night. This was already mentioned in Bhagavad Gita in the following way. Agni Jyoti Aha Shuka Sam Masa Uttarayanam Tatra prayata gachanti brahma brahma vido janaha. Those who know the Supreme Brahman attain the Supreme by passing away from the world during the influence of the Fire God in the light at an auspicious moment of the day, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, or during the 6 months when the sun travels in the north. Yes, that is in the summer, autumn, and this is auspicious moments to go to Brahmajyoti. Grandfather Bhishma chose this moment in the Kurukshetra to leave his body. Yes, we can read in the 9th chapter of the first canto, when Bhishma Deva, the grandfather, leave his body. He chose this moment to come back to Vaikunthas.
Sorry, I didn't read, so maybe I was talking. Who?
Bhishma Deva.
Okay, please.
Yes, and the last line. When the sun travels north, when Surya enters Uttarayana, these more auspicious moments, the sun moves slowly during the day. This means that Surya remains longer in the realm of the Devas, human beings, that is in Sattvaguna. So this portion of the year is more auspicious in this portion, in this solstice. When the sun travels south, when Surya enters in Dakshinayana, the sun moves quickly during the night. The nights are longer and the days shorter. Surya does not rest. He illuminates Pitraloka, southern regions like Latin America and Africa, and lower realms. Okay, this is. We have this note in Bhagavad Gita also. The mystic who passes away from this world during the smoke, the night, the fortnight of the waning moon, or the 6 months when the sun passes to the south, reaches the moon planet, but again comes back. So, in this portion, in the 6 months when the sun passes in south, is not so auspicious. The people go to moon planet, Soma, but need to come back to this earth planet. So this Uttarayana and Dakshinayana in Zurich, the winter and summer solstices. Yes, summer solstice started here around the 21 of June, and the duration of light is approximately 15 hours, 57 minutes. But the duration of night is 8 hours and 3 minutes. In the winter solstice that start in December 21, the duration of the night, the daylight, is 8 hours and 30 minutes, and the duration of the night is 15 hours and 43 minutes. So this was viewed, this was explained more than 5,000 years ago. Yes, in this we can see, yes, directly. We can see the experience with this, yes. In summer, the day go to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, especially in the June. But in winter, especially in December, the night is very longer and the day is very short. And it's for 5 o'clock of p.m. don't have more sunlight. I try to do this with the ChatGPT, but he not translate my test, but the next is better. When the sun enters in Makara Rashi in Capricorn, and thereafter travels through Kumbha Rashi, Aquarius, and so on through Miturna Rashi, Gemini, its course is called Uttarayana. Yes, this is the solstice of summer. This is more auspicious when the sun travel in north. And according to the cosmology Vedic, the north is more auspicious than the south. One fact is the rich countries and the countries that dominate the world now are in the north. The south of this planet is more poor, as South America, Africa, etc. And one point is, in South America, we cannot see the Dhruvaloka polar star. We only can see the north polar star on the north hemisphere. When the sun enters in Karkata Rashi, Cancer, and it travels to Sinha Rashi, Leo, Lion, and so on through Dhanu Rashi, Sagittarius, its course is called Dakshinayana, the certain way. He's explained in this design, but this design is not perfect also, as the ChatGPT sometimes commit mistakes. This is very interesting because the ancient Western cultures are a continuation of the Vedic culture. Especially we can observe this in the Greek culture and in these different cultures like Celts, Greeks, Egyptians, even the Persians are a continuation of the Vedic culture. And this question of solstices is proved this, yes, is very important to see this fact, yes. In the Celtic culture, the winter solstice celebrated Yule, marking the rebirth of the sun, rituals to ensure fertility and prosperity during dark months. And the summer solstice in the Celtic culture celebrated Lita, honoring the sun at its peak, festivals and bonfires to celebrate the abundance. So, same thing, the summer solstice in the Celtic culture is more auspicious, and the winter solstice is more darkness, is more inauspicious. In the Greek culture, associated with the rebirth of the sun god, like Helios, certain rituals in temples mark the sun's return, as the warmth, the fertility. Festivals in the Greek culture, the summer solstice festival for gods like Apollo, like Jupiter, like Brihaspati, emphasizing light, growth, and the strength of the sun. For the Egyptians, like the return of the sun and the rebirth of the Nile life-giving fluid associated with Ra, the god Ra. Celebrating the height of his power, rituals for fertility, crops, and protection from desert heat. So, this thing about the solstice that is very important in the Vedic culture for the universe, for control of the universe, we can see that this continues in the another Western cultures, yes? This is the translation, Vishnu Thakur, verse 3, chapter 21. Situate in the middle of the Antariksha, the sun, master of heat, heats up and lights up the three worlds by its light. The sun moves slowly during Uttarayana, ascending moving through 6 zodiac signs, starting from Capricorn, make the days long and the nights short. It moves quickly during Dakshinayana, the winter solstice, descending, moving through 6 zodiac signs, starting with Cancer, making the days short and the nights long. It moves at medium speed during the equinoxes, neither between ascending and descending, moving through Aries and Libra, making the days and the nights equal. So, basically, in the Vedic culture, the night is to sleep, to stay retreated, yes, stay recolhido, stay.
Time for relaxing, for
Yeah.
back to the
And the days with the sunlight, with the illumination, is the time to do rituals, to work, to do yagas, etc., etc., etc. Yes, this is the Dvandva Moha Nirmuktaha. This is very evident, the dualities in the material world, yes. Night and day, darkness and lightning. So we continue in this introduction by Srila Prabhupada, is the second paragraph. On Manasottara mountain, this is more complicated, are the abodes of 4 demigods. East of Sumera mountain is the Vadhani, where King Indra lives, and south of Sumera is Samyamani, the abode of Yamaraj, the superintendent of death. Similarly, west of Sumeru is Ninglochani, the abode of Varuna, the demigod who controls the water, and north of Sumeru is Vibhavari, where the demigod of the moon lives. Sunrise, noon, sunset, and midnight occur in all these places because of the movements of the sun, diametrically opposed to the place where the sunrise takes place, and the sun is seen by human eyes. The sun will be setting and passing away from human vision. Similarly, the people residing diametrically opposite to the point where it is midday will be experiencing midnight. The sun rises and sets without the order. You understand all this?
Yes, Joshua. Maybe you have time for questions, right?
Yeah. But I'm not sure. I'm not guaranteed that I will answer to you. Can you tell me something about this content in Mahakrishnanandas? This is me? No. Perhaps GPT chat, but it's not reliable. So I asked to ChatGPT, that is not a source of knowledge. The source of knowledge are the Vedas, because Vedas is perfect knowledge. ChatGPT not, but only for we have one vision. In the cosmology of the Puranas, Mount Sumeru stands immovable, at the center of the universe. This is correct. It forms the axis around which our celestial bodies move. The earth does not rotate, and the sun is not the center. That's in the actually cosmology. Sunrise and set moon and midnight are not caused by the earth rotation, but by the sun entering or leaving the field of vision of different regions of the universe. When the sun appears over a certain place, it seems as sunrise. When it leaves the view, it is sunset. Noon occurs where the sun is directly visible, and midnight occurs at the point diametrically opposed where the sun is completely out for sight. Surrounding Sumeru is Mount Manasottara, upon which the abodes of 4 great deities are located in the 4 cardinal directions. To the east lies the Vadhani, the city of Indra, the king of demigods. The south is Shamyamani, the residence of Yamaraj, the lord of death. In the west is Nimlochani, the abode of Varuna, who governs the waters. And to the north is Vibhavari, the home of Chandra, the moon deity. These abodes are not symbolic but real locations within the cosmic structure. The sun passes over these places, and its movement determines the periods of day and night for each region. The sun is so called the Kala Chakra because the Kala time came from the wheel of the chariot of the Surya. The wheel of time because it produces all temporal cycles. Days, nights, months, and years arise from the sun's motion. The sun does not travel alone. The moon, planets, and other luminaries follow, procession, follow it in coordinated orbits. The sun leads the celestial procession, regulating time and the rhythm of the cosmos. Light and darkness are thus relative to position and perception. The sun never truly sets or disappears, but simply leaves the vision of one region while entering another. So this is what produced by ChatGPT. This is not reliable, but the next maybe can just correct, but not. For me, the Vedic cosmology is very difficult to me understand. But this is a point interesting. Remember that I said to you that the Western culture, Western philosophy, Western cosmology is a continuation from the Vedic, from the Vedas, Vedic cosmology. And we see this very clear in the Aristotle's cosmology, because this was the cosmology, the cosmovision that was the authority before Niccolò Copernicus, Galileo Galilei, these great physicists in the Renaissance. Again, it seems that the ancient Western world is a continuation of Vedic culture. The Greek philosopher Aristotle presented a cosmological construction. This is the main cosmology in 2,000 years ago, at 1,500 ago. After this, we have the heliocentrism, yes, the things go around the sun. But before the cosmology of Aristotle is very, very similar to the Vedic cosmology. Construct that dominated for almost 2,000 years and formed the basis of all the oldest known speculative theories of physics, reaching into the Middle Ages and paving the way for the new thinking of the Renaissance around the 400 after Christ, in 1,500 before Christ. Yeah, Aristotle is the great guy in the ancient world, the great thinker, great scholar, great intellectual. Aristotelian cosmology. So this is from the book, Aristotle's book, called Physis. Yes, the division of the cosmos. She divided in two platforms: sublunar world, inferior, and supralunar, the celestial planets. Sublunar world, that is our religion, where all forms are subject to mutation, generation, and corruption, or the question of temporality in material world, made by the power of opposites or the transformation of the elements earth, water, fire, and air. For Aristotle, the cosmos was a vast but finite sphere, with the earth at the center, and limited by the sphere of fixed stars surrounding. This is very similar to the Vedic astrology, Vedic cosmology, the question of the stars. Surrounding the spherical Earth were distinct spheres, the first three corresponding to the terrestrial elements, water, air, fire. Surrounding the sphere of the fire were the crystalline spheres, in which were inserted and through them were transported the moon, Mercury, Venus, the sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, the 7 planets, then the sphere of fixed stars, and beyond it nothing. Here is supralunary world, that is the heaven, the celestial planets, or the sphere of the celestial bodies and the stars. The fixed stars, which were also the first mover, the original source. The question of the first mover is the concept of absolute truth, the concept of God in Aristotle. Is a very, very interesting concept in the logic way, but it's too much cold, it's too much mechanical. Yeah? If you compare to Krishna or even the Christian God, yes, because I have loved this first mover, don't have the question of love. That is the essence of the reality, the love, prema. The original source of all movements in the universe. That the thing that move another things, but he not moves. Yes, it's a very powerful concept of God. It's very logical, but sometimes in the practice it's very cold, it's very mechanical. They are characterized by local motion or perfect eternal circular motion, with no generation or corruption, like the planets Janaloka, Tapaloka, the planet of Lord Brahma, Dhruvaloka, with no generation or corruption, increase or decrease, made of the element ether. This is very interesting, yes, the Akasha, quintessence. This is one thing that we have in the Aristotle's books, the ether, but after the scientists abandoned the study of ether because it's too much subtle. But this is very present in the Vedas, in Aristotle's continues, but after disappear. Therefore, susceptible only to receiving locomotion, to passing from one point to another. In this way, each type of body or substance had its natural place and a natural movement in relation to that place. The center of the earth, the center of the universe is the earth, like in the Vedic cosmology. The center of the universe was the reference point for this movement. So, in Aristotle's model on geocentrism, Earth is fixed and at the center of the universe. Celestial motions are perfect circles around the Earth. Cosmos is finite and spherical. This is very interesting because what is the form of the universe? The form of the universe is Brahmanda. Brahmanda means egg of Lord Brahma. And what is the form of the egg? Is spherical, like Aristotle continue explain. Yes, is a continuation of the Vedic culture. Celestial bodies are made of ether, different from the earthly matter. Heliocentric model, post-Copernican, that's actually model by the scientists, the modern scientists. Sun is the center of the solar system. Earth rotates on its axis and orbits the sun. Celestial motions can be elliptical, how said by Kepler. Universe stands for beyond the solar system. Heliocentrism replaced the Aristotelian geocentrism in scientific practice because it explained planetary motion more accurately. But Aristotle's system remained philosophically influential for centuries. So, the Vedic cosmology explains about the 7 planetary systems, under, that is the hellish planets, and 7 systems, middle are the Earth, and the celestial planet system, yes, the Indraloka, and after the Janloka, Tapaloka, Mahaloka, Dhruvaloka, and the Satyaloka. So the star Shishumara, the North Pole, as in the Kume, and the Earth are under position, and they have a form of a dolphin, Shishumara, and the pole star is fixed and the Earth is fixed, including the sun go around of this North Star, yes, Dhruvaloka, and Earth planet. And this continues in Aristotle. This will change only with Galileo Galilei, Nicola Copernicus, and Newton, Isaac Newton. Shishumara, dolphin-formed planetary system. The axle of the sun god's chariot is resting one of top of Manasatara mountain. This is not from ChatGPT, which is a hill ring of the mountains circling the whole Bhumandala Islamic complexes. In 306 days, the axle of the sun god's chariot moves all the way around the 360 degrees of the Manasatara mountains. This movement accounts for different reasons and setting positions of the sun, moon, and the stars. And it also accounts for the season. So these 2 movements of the wheel of time, Shishumara Chakra, prove that the earth is stationary and everything else is moving around the earth. So that accounts for all the movements we see in the sky that scientists presume are caused by the earth rotating. One point important is very interesting for us, that by the cosmology we have important changes of the paradigm of the universe. The Greeks, the ancient civilization of the Western world, started with this paradigm. Yes, the earth is the center and fixed. And the modern age started with the change of this paradigm, yes. The Nicola Copernicus, Kepler, Isaac Newton, and basically the modernity started with the God go out and the human being start in the center. But this is a model too much tired, yes. But now in this moment we have a place that arises, that's increasing in Mayapur. That's the Vedic planetary, that can bring another cosmological vision. And this can be a new revolution, yes, with the science, Vedic science, yes, not more this modern science. Is plan all things in the reality, but the Vedic science, yes, because this change of paradigms happens basically in these cosmologies in the history. The Supreme Person of Godhead continued, "My dear Dhruva," this is a verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, the quote, "My dear Dhruva, I shall award you the glowing planet known as the polar star Dhruvaloka, which will continue to exist even after the dissolution and at the end of the millennium." Yes, no one has ever ruled this planet which is surrounded by all the solar systems, planets, and the stars. And the luminaries in the sky circumambulate this planet just as bulls tread around a central pole for the purpose of crushing gangs. Keeping the polar star to their right, other stars inhabited by the great sages like Dharma, Agni, Kashyapa, and Shukracharya circumambulate this planet, which continues to exist even after the dissolution of all others. Shukracharya, if I'm not wrong, is Venus. So this is a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam. The question that the pole star Dhruvaloka is fixed, and the Earth planet also is fixed, it's like a dolphin, and all planets go around these 2 points. So, did you understand all of that? Okay, let's drown it for you.
Speaking Bhagavatam to the four Kumaras, and above is 7 subterranean planets. Here we can see jump would do the central arc.
This is us.
And Bharatvarsha is situated on the southern side of that. 8 other Varshas with the elaborate Varsha center, various supporting mountains with large trees upon them described in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the very center of Varsha is Mount Meru, Golden Mountain. Atop Meru are the cities of golden demigods, Mara in the center, the 8 Dipalas in the cardinal directions and sub-directions. Moving out, we can see the broader Kumala, 7 concentric islands and oceans surrounding them. The 7th of these islands is Pushkar. On that island is Manasotra Mountain. On the mountain there is where cities of demigods such as Indra. Out further is Lokaloka. These large elephants stand atop Lokaloka Mountain to balance Kumandala. Outside of Lokaloka Mountain, Aloka Varsha, which is dark. Rays of the sun and the other minorities extend up to Lokaloka Mountain. On Manasotra Mountain here on Pushkara Dweep, the sun travels above this mountain at the southernmost point of its annual orbit. Above Bhuvandala is Bhuvarloka, which is the residence of Icharana, Siddhas, Yakshas, Gandharvas, and above there is Loka, beginning from the sun and extending up to the whole star Dhruvaloka. This is the moving part of the planetary plane. You can see the sun and the moon moving in their direct. The chariots are being drawn by horses moving in the anti-clockwise direction, but they're travelling with the wheel of time, moving in the direction faster, so it looks as if they're moving backwards. Above them are the zodiac of stars, more planets, and another rung of stars. So here we can see everything moving with Kala Chakra, circumambulating the axis that connects Mount Meru with Dhruvaloka. Above these planets, we come to the planet of the 7 stages, the Saptarshi. You can see them here, they're commonly known as Trikpa, and then Dhruvaloka. On the ocean of milk situated there, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, with Paramatma within everyone's heart, he resides on Anantachesh. Moving up beyond there, we have Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. In this video, we haven't included many of the details for there, but on Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, we have residences of the Lord, such as Lord Varaha, Lord Vamana, and so on. Here's Brahmaloka, and on Brahmaloka, we also have a form of the Lord Gaudakshaivit as the Sahasra Shesha Purush. Beyond there is the seven coverings of the universe, earth, water, etc. And outside of the universes is the abode of Lord Shiva, Shiva Loka. There he resides eternally. Beyond Shiva Loka, we come to Mahavishnu, Karanadakashaya Vishnu, innumerable universes that have emanated from the pores of his transcendental body. Here you can see him being stood by Pardevi. Then we come to Prajyoti, the effulgence of the transcendental body. Through the Brahmajyoti we come to the Vaikuntha planets, showing 24 planets of the Vaikuntha realm in this model. The Lord with 4 arms is holding the conch, disc, club and lotus, and the various combinations of those 4 make 24. Then we come to Goloka Vrindavan, here we can see Radha Madhava, and we'll also be showing the other primary rasas, Krishna with the cowherd boys, Krishna being served, Krishna with Madhya Yashoda. This is a view of the Dhanantari display to be shown in the main dome of the temple.
Okay. Srila Prabhupada aqui. Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki. So we finish for here. I understand a little, by the mercy of my spiritual master and Prabhupada, a little of the theology and philosophy in Srimad Bhagavatam. But the cosmology of Srimad Bhagavatam for me is mysterious. I not feel comfortable to explain about this because I have many doubts about this. And what I try show to you in this lecture was how the ancient Western world is a continuation of the Vedic world, the Vedic philosophy, the Vedic cosmology. But in the modern ages, in the Renaissance, in the modern ages, around the century 16, the world become more atheistic, more with the focus in the human and the human being perception. Yes, the true in the senses of the human beings. This is a fact. This is historical, and I try to show this for you. Okay? If someone have a commentary.
I have a question, just for time.
Yeah, Prabhupada Keshava is more senior, more experienced. He
You said about the movement of the sun. When it's like the days are equal, for example, that it is moving directly to Aries, Cancer, the days are shorter, Capricorn, and what this has the influence also with the horoscope, because it is mixing for the cosmology, Vedic cosmology, is like a basis for the Vedic astrology. And now that you speak about this, that the sun is moving, what could be, according to the horoscope, according to the signs, how it influences? You have something to say?
If I understand your question, Mata.
Não fala em português.
No, I think that I understand. What is the base? The base beyond of these planets, Sun, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, have deities, yes? And these deities are influenced by 3 moods. In the last stance, in the last vision, what influence in this world are the 3 moods. For example, Jupiter is a planet more auspicious. It's influenced by Sattva-guna. Rahu is a demon that try eat the sun and moon. Like a demon, he is more influenced by passion and tamaguna. And so these 3 modes beyond of these planets influence us. In the astrological map, astrological chart, you can see these influences of the universe, these planets, these demigods, these deities, and the gunas in us. For example, when the sun goes to the north, the days are more large, are more influence of light. So this is more auspicious, yes? The heat is good for the plant is growing. This is more auspicious, more Sattva-guna. But when the sun goes to the south, in the winter solstice, have more darkness. Darkness is not auspicious, is bad. So the plant's not growing so nice. And the animals, and eles se retraem, né? They stay more introspection, etc. So we are in the cosmos, and we are a part and portion of this cosmos. It's impossible we stay alone or separated. When more our vision, more consciousness is purified, more we can see the connection of all these things, us and the universe. But when more our consciousness is covered by rajas and tamas, what is the thinking? What we think? Thinking that I'm alone, I'm alone in this world. God not exist. Don't have a connection. Yes, exist you and me. Yeah, you is different of me, but without the cover of Rajas and Tamas of the material, we can feel the connection between everything, yes, because Paramatma are in all things, and we are connected, yes. I'm a spiritual soul, you are a spiritual soul, yeah. We are connected because we are son of the same father, that's Krishna. But in material view, covered by the gunas, I see different, you and me. I'm white, I'm black, but this is the cover, is the body. You is Christian, I'm a Muslim. Yes, the different is more accentuated, but with the real vision, with the more pure consciousness, more we see that everything is equal, everything is the same thing, and everything is connected in the whole universe. Yes, the cosmology shows this, how the gunas influence everything, and the gunas came from Lord Sri Krishna. That's the source of all things. I try answering your.
Yes, it's interesting. Thinking another question. So, this means that actually this group going to the north, or that this signs going to the north, would be a little bit like more.
What group? Sorry.
For example, we spoke about the sun, and we know when it goes to the sun, it's such a guna. Right?
Yes.
So this means that these signs, whatever the sun is going this side, Capricorn, they would be more like propense to spirituality because they are a little bit more influenced by Satyaguna. Into the, for example, Aries, that is like more half day, half night, would be more physical. Passion, how it works, the practical aspects. And it came so like
I know. I understand a little about the astrology, Vedic or Western. I try understand the planets, Capricorn, etc. This sequence, this road, by the influence the planets. For me, not was compatible that all these planets in the summer solstice are auspicious planets, and winter solstice, all these plants are inauspicious. Yes? They have mix of the plants. But according to Vedic culture, if you understand your question, the summer solstice is more auspicious to a spirituality, that you can leave the body. It's more propense to go out, yes, not to heaven, to Brahmajyoti, yes, to self-realization. And in the winter solstice, if you leave his body in this moment, in the winter, what happens? You go to the moon. Moon is a celestial planet, you have a lot of material pleasure, but after you come back again to this planet Earth and yes, stay in the Sansara chakra. Including Bhishma Deva, take advantage of this. Make sense? Okay. The reality is very, very complex because it came from Krishna. Yes, very diversity and very complex. But the things can be very, very simple if you chant Hare Krishna and follow the instructions of the spiritual master. Can be more easy. But if you want a complexity, yes, we have many, many complexity in this world. Yes, so it's important that we try have a simple life. Yes, simplify our life day by day. Okay, my time is finished. Thanks for coming. Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada Padita Pavana ki. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Mata, eu não estou conseguindo entender a pergunta. Você pode traduzir para mim a pergunta dela? Repeat for her, because my English is very bad.
He didn't understand the question because we speak the same language.
English, if it's okay, English.
My English is bad.
Mata, she could translate. So shall we more or less go through Brahmajyoti, all of us? If no, then
So your question, if I understood properly, we should go to the Brahma.
shall we? No, not should, but shall we go through Brahmajyoti, all of us? If no, then give some explanation.
A pergunta que ela faz é se a gente deve ir diretamente para o Brahma e Jyoti ou você tem outra explicação para isso?
Tá, isso é muito bem trabalhado
This is well explained
por Kapila Deva,
by Kapila Deva
em Kapila Shiksha.
in Kapila Shiksha.
Kapila Deva fala sobre mana. Mana significa flecha.
Okay, Kapila Deva explains about Brahma, that means like this arc.
Arrow.
The arrow is like a flecha. O arco, você está falando arco?
Uma flecha.
Ok,
The
okay, the
arrow,
arrow,
yes.
yes, sorry.
Então, o processo de Bhakti, explicado por mestre espiritual indivíduo, por devoto puro,
So the process of Bhakti explained by a pure devotee.
ele nos lança como uma flecha direto para Goloka Vrindavan.
So through this pure devotee we are thrown like the arrows thrown, yes,
Yes.
Goloka Vrindavan.
Devido à misericórdia do Chaitanya Mahaprabhu nos revelou Goloka Vrindavan, o aspecto mais íntimo, o lugar mais íntimo de Deus.
Due to the best of Quran God Mahaprabhu,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he revealed the worship, what is it called?
Nós temos acesso direto ao
Ah,
Goloka Vrindavan.
okay, we have access to direct to Goloka Vrindavan.
Because of Mahamatra?
Because
The process,
because
the
of
full
the
process,
mercy of
right.
Lord Chaitanya, that is Radharani. Radharani
Mhm.
is the king, the queen of Vrindavan. So by the mercy of Srimati Radharani, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you go directly. But in the Vedas show many paths, many goals, different goals.
Mhm.
Yes, in celestial planets, Brahmajyoti, the Vaikuntha planets. So by the mercy of this bhakti process, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we go directly like arrow,
Yes, like a,
like an arrow directly
I
to go
understand.
going down. Yeah.
okay.
Without
This
Vaikuntha.
is the mercy of our spiritual master, because the instructions that we receive came from our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada.
Mhm.
So Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee of Lord Chaitanya.
Mhm.
So by the mercy of them, we go directly, like a van, like an arrow, according to capillary.
So,
We not, nós não vamos nos desviar no meio do caminho.
yeah, we don't get like deviate in the middle of the way.
Yeah.
So our goal is go direct to,
Don't have these dangers, don't have these.
don't take
dangers.
this, yes.
By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. If you are very focused, convinced
Yes,
convinced by the instructions of Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya, you go directly to Goloka Vrindavan.
And he spoke about the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Chaitanya is the mix of between
Radha and Krishna.
Radha and Krishna.
Yeah.
That's
Mix,
why.
but he has united both in
We
himself.
have
Yes.
access Madhurya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, and Sadhya Rasa. This only happens in Goloka Vrindavan.
Mhm.
So by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we can go directly to Goloka Vrindavan.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Mataji, is this pen from you? This is
It's
yours?
fine, thank you very much. And for translations.
Hare Krishna.
And for the answers. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to serve you. So actually at the end, no final é assim que essa é a forma, até Krishna Deva também pegou profit, quer dizer, aproveitou dessa
Sim,
situação, mas na verdade um Vaishnava não precisa
Não
desse
precisa,
aspecto.
é isso que é falado nesses versos.
Uhum.
Nesses versos fala sobre o momento auspicioso e o momento auspicioso. O momento auspicioso seria na luz,
Uhum.
no solstício de verão.
Sim.
O momento inauspicioso seria no
No inverno.
solstício de inverno, onde você vai para a lua e volta. Aí depois Krishna fala, né, que o devoto ele depende de Krishna.
É isso,
Ele
abandono
não se importa
todas
com
as
isso.
coisas.
Porém, sabe aquele desejo de você querer fazer a coisa tão certinha, tão
Uhum.
certinha, tão certinha? Então, Bhishmadeva, para garantir,
Uhum.
ele queria fazer tudo certinho. Ele não precisava passar por isso, mas ele passa para garantir que a coisa tudo fosse certinha e também para dar exemplo. Né?
Principalmente para aqueles que não estão seguindo 100%, não é isso? Que ainda tem um pouco de oportunidade
Porque
de avançar.
Existem outros seguidores dos
Uhum.
livros, né? Existem yanis,
Uhum.
yogis. Para esses é importante isso, né? Eles
Uhum.
dependem disso, porque yanis, yogis, karmis, apesar que os karmis vão para os planetas
Uhum.
celestiais, né? Para eles é interessante, então, esse momento
Uhum.
do solstício de inverno. Mas especialmente para yanis, yogis que querem alcançar o Brahmajyoti, isso é muito importante, porque o processo depende deles, do esforço deles.
Sim.
Ao passo que nós não dependemos do nosso esforço, né? Falso
Uhum.
ego. A gente depende da misericórdia de Krishna. A gente se esforça, é claro, mas a gente sabe que quem vai dar o resultado é Krishna.
E agora que você posso falar você?
Sim, claro.
Que você falou isso, me lembrei do ponto, não só do aspecto de dar exemplo, mas também de autoridade, não é isso?
É.
Se ele tivesse,
A autoridade tem que dar exemplo.
sim, mas se ele tivesse desaparecido na noite, podia ser que os yogis e yanis achariam que ele estava num processo mais inferior, ele perderia credibilidade. Ué.
Até onde eu compreendo, o Bhishmadeva, ele escolhe esse momento porque esse é o momento que garante que você alcance a autorização, né? Vá para além do mundo material. Mas Krishna veio pessoalmente para ele, né? Krishna tinha tanto apreço, né, por Bhishmadeva, que vem diante dele, né, no momento que ele vai abandonar o corpo. Mas ele tentou demonstrar o caminho correto, né? Tentou dar o exemplo do caminho perfeito, do caminho correto, né? Aqueles que querem alcançar a autorização e não voltar mais para esse mundo material devem partir durante o dia, né? Durante o solstício de verão.
E ao mesmo tempo podemos pensar um pouco, ele tinha ele ganhou essa bênção de escolher quando ele queria morrer. Mas tem muita gente que não consegue isso.
Ele era tão poderoso, né, que ele podia escolher o momento que ele...
É isso, mas a maioria das pessoas não pode.
Não, só grandes yogis, pessoas muito poderosas, né?
Melhor é depender
É melhor a gente se esforçar ao máximo, dia a dia, para agradar Krishna, e o resultado é de quem dá.
Muito obrigada.
Haribo.
Haribo.
Krishna I don't know.